With advances in prenatal diagnosis technology, expectant parents now receive more information about their unborn child than ever before. When that information includes a diagnosis that will shorten the baby's life, the journey to parenthood can take an unexpected turn. Perinatal Hospice Care is a unique care pathway which accompanies parents on this journey as they prepare to welcome into the world a child who has a life-limiting condition. It is a holistic model of care which provides medical and nursing attention, psychological and emotional support, as well as practical guidance for families whose baby is likely to pass away soon after birth. Sometimes referred to as comfort care or neonatal palliative care, perinatal hospice care is a crucial service that guides a family through pregnancy, birth, and the postnatal period to ensure that they, together with their new baby, have a comfortable, happy, and rewarding experience, even under these most difficult of circumstances. Dr. Ana Martín Ansel, a neonatologist from Spain, helps to deliver perinatal hospice care from her hospital in Barcelona.
So I would say that perinatal hospice care is a kind of comprehensive care, medical attention to those patients that have been found to have illnesses before being born that will make them die probably before being born, during the birth, or even after, like say some minutes, hours, days, or months. And it is a care also for their families because they are really a unit. There are many different professionals involved, obstetricians, different specialists, might be a cardiologist or neurologist or surgeons, the midwives. There's a spiritual care, psychological care, so many different professionals involved.
Across the ocean in New York City, Dr. Elvira Paravicini established and together with her team of specialists now runs a unit that is dedicated to providing a range of services to families who are carrying to term a baby with a life-limiting condition.
Yeah, I would say perinatal hospice care means a care who starts during pregnancy and go through the delivery. So perinatal hospice and neonatal comfort care are basically medical and nursing support for babies with life-limiting condition, babies that are expected to have a very short life. And is something that starts during pregnancy, continues through the delivery, and then beyond. And also, even after the baby dies, continues supporting the family to help them going through the grieving process. In our hospital, we have a very busy prenatal service. Many women with high-risk pregnancy are coming here, and therefore we encounter mothers, families carrying babies with very severe diseases, including life-limiting conditions. So as I was working here as a neonatologist, counseling women and families during the pregnancy, I realized that nothing was really in place for those babies with life-limiting condition once they were born. Their life is there, whether it's 7 minutes, 7 hours, or 7 days, or 7 weeks. And so I felt the need to set up a program to specifically taking care of them and specifically address the needs of these babies and their families.
Frances McCarthy, a nurse with over 30 years' experience, is now dedicated full-time to coordinating the comfort care unit at New York Presbyterian Hospital.
There's not one person or one discipline that can cover everything that needs to be done in comfort care. And so we need a medical director, which we have. We need nurses, we need child life specialists, social workers, psychologists. We need the obstetrical side as well, particularly for our perinatal cases. The idea here, though, for us is that we are really focused on the comfort of our babies. So even though their lives are going to be short, we want them to be as happy and as fulfilled as it can be for them under the circumstances of their condition. But really, it's end-of-life care, and the focus is on life.
Each child is unique, and so we modulate our care according to how the child goes. We love to say to the parents in our program that we always follow the baby. The baby will tell us how long we live. And in fact, our comfort care program is based on giving basic support to the little baby, to the person, to guarantee the natural life. Also be reassured that they're not going to be alone. You know, this is also very, very important. We offer our help and support also to go through the pregnancy, the delivery, and then, you know, the birth of the baby in the postnatal period, helping holding that baby with all the problems and also addressing the problems. They are probably worried how this baby is going to eat. How can we even hold the baby if the baby has many malformations? So we are there to say we are here with you and we'll make it together.
Well, the facilities we offer are not much different from those that we offer to every pregnant woman here in the hospital. I mean, the places where we visit them are exactly the same, although we try to give them the visit at a very early hour in the morning so that they do not have to be in the queue, let's say, and wait with other women who maybe expect babies who are not that sick, or they might give birth in the very same facilities than other women, but the attention they would receive will be different. They do not need special technologies or whatever, but just that professionals are aware of the situation. Even also in the postpartum period, they will come to rooms like this one, which are the very same that for healthy kids, but the same, the nurses, the doctors will know that this baby is in this situation and will treat them in a very special care.
So all of our moms will deliver privately. In our labor and delivery rooms, there are also recovery rooms. So the mom would come in, she would labor there, she would deliver there, and she would recover there. After several hours, then she would go to a postpartum unit room, also a single bedded room. So there's a lot of privacy, and particularly for our babies, they always have a single room. So our hospital has recognized that this is a very delicate time for these families and they need privacy. So we have a very open visiting policy. So it's really up to the parents. They let us know who they want to visit and we do the crowd control. So I talk to the nurses up in the labor and delivery room and I say, you know, this is what this family has expressed that they want. These are where the visitors are. I will contact the visitors after the baby's delivered if that's the way the family wants it. Or no, they want the family to be in the delivery at the time of delivery. It will vary from family to family. Myself and Dr. Paravicini will be in the room, so we physically have our hands on these babies and we will bring the babies directly to mom. I think one of the most important things that we try to do is have a mom's face to her baby's face immediately after birth. And there is nothing like seeing this warm, wet face against a mother's face. They are absolutely, it's angelic. And they are so happy, they're crying, but they know that their baby, it's their baby.
The first and basic need of parents is to be able to experience parenthood, motherhood and fatherhood. And when you gave a news like this, that your baby is going to have a very short life, this is kind of been destroyed, okay? And so I think the very first thing we need to address, and we attempt to address with our teamwork, is to sustain and reassure them that their parenthood is going to happen. We work to make this happen, to allow them to be fathers and mothers. And so all the services, which can be different from family to family, are meant to use in this sense. As I mentioned before, some parents are even afraid to think about to hold their babies, to see them, because they don't look normal. And it's nothing to do with loving the baby or not. Actually, it's a sign of, it's a cry for helping to, it's a cry for loving them. The fact that you are afraid to hold them because they're so different, no? And so I think our role as a professional is also helping them going through this step to fulfill their parenthood.
I think the families need an acknowledgement of their sadness, of the grief, of the loss of this dream that they've had. a dream for what this baby's life might have been, for their hopes for their child, for their hopes to be parents. And we have to acknowledge that. But we also then have to acknowledge that their child has a lot of living to do before their child will die. And so we don't concentrate on the death as much as we concentrate on making memories and making this time important for as long as it is. And sometimes that time will only be while a mom's pregnant. And we discuss that. We talk about what is it like to be pregnant with a baby who's not expected to live long. At every meeting, the first time we meet a family, we say congratulations, because their child has meaning to them. This baby, this pregnancy is important to them. And so we need to recognize that and let them know that we recognize it. Part of what families want is to believe that their child's life had meaning for the world.